Welcome in to Palmetto Sports Daily Thursday edition. I'm Carmine here in Greenville, joined by a couple gentlemen, and that is led off by Kevin Bilodeau in Charleston and Rick Henry in Columbia. Rick, why are you laughing when I call you guys gentlemen?
Boy, was that off the mark.
Why are
but
you
you know what?
when
We'll
you say
take it.
Okay, well, hey guys, Cade Klubnik's looking like a true gentleman here after his performance against North Carolina. 4 touchdowns in just over one half of play for the Clemson football team, needing that resounding win over Bill Belichick in North Carolina for the Tigers' first conference win of the season. Cade also went 22 for 24 passing, over 250 yards. And Dabo Swinney was not only saying that Clemson got a conference win, but this was really their first win where they looked good because they beat Troy, but that wasn't exactly a powerful win. And here's Cade Klubnik in the locker room afterwards getting a Batman t-shirt because Dabo Swinney's message this week, remember who you are, remember your identity, remember you're a Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback. And let's see if we can get the soundbite from Cade speaking about how this gesture went down for him to become a superhero.
I think he went to Walmart the night before, like sometime that night, and bought me that shirt. He handed me a note in the walkthrough on Friday, and all it said was "You're Batman." And then after the game, he said, "I went to Walmart last night by myself and bought you this T-shirt," and handed me the T-shirt. And then it was cool. It was a cool moment just having people believe in you, and yeah, we all played really well, and it was really cool to see. The whole idea of the story was not towards me, it was not. It was towards everybody, and just a reminder of the team that we are.
Well, guys, really good to see the team that we all thought this could be, a team that was ranked top 5 in the country in the preseason, play like it in that first quarter, scoring 28 points, amazing trick plays for Antonio Williams, throwing another touchdown pass just like he did in the last 28-point quarter at Wake Forest last season, and just felt like there was a lot of relief and a lot of like, okay, yes, we can actually be a good football team. We'll see if that continues, if Batman travels to Gotham City up at Boston College this week. But Rick, have you heard, I love the motivational stuff, and I'm sure Steve Spurrier used a lot of that in his day, but what do you think about the Dabo superhero comparison for Cade Klubnik?
Well, it's one thing to look like a superhero against a North Carolina team that is just falling apart. We'll talk more about them in a second.
Yeah.
But let's see it
Allegedly.
against a good Power 4 team. And because hey, the Tigers, they need to run the table here in the regular season to even get close to what their preseason expectations were. And even if they do run the table, will that be enough to get them into the ACC championship game, get them into the playoff? Probably not. It's an uphill climb. But let's see some more superhero performances against some good teams. Kevin?
Yeah, I don't think even if they run the table, I don't think the ACC is strong enough to get them into that playoff unless, just all kinds of crazy things happen and they do what they did last year and they work their way into the ACC title game and then win that and then go get the automatic bid to the playoffs from there. It's good to see him playing this way. This is the kind of play we thought we were going to see from Cade Klubnik throughout the entire offseason. He gets off to the slow start like the entire team, but this could be the first step. Now, the big question is, can they do it again this weekend and start to build a little bit of momentum? And it's important for Klubnik himself, aside from the team, because he was considered a top 10 draft prospect going into next spring's draft. And now that stock has plummeted over the first 5-6 weeks of this season. It's up to him to kind of build this back up and see what he can do to get himself back into that first round and maybe, back into the top half of that first round where you're going to earn a lot of the guaranteed money going forward, Carmine. So, Rick, South Carolina also going to be back in action this weekend as they to go on the road to take on LSU. And, we've been saying all week, this is just the start of a brutal stretch for the Gamecocks going forward.
Yes, brutal indeed. Their next 5 games against teams ranked in the top 11 starting this week with 11th ranked LSU and going to Baton Rouge, a night game against the Tigers in that Death Valley. It's a great experience if you don't have to coach in it or play against it. I've been there several times. It's one of my favorite venues in the SEC. It's like a mini Mardi Gras during the pregame tailgating. Just a wonderful experience, but it's going to be a big challenge for South Carolina. When you look at Lenore Sellers, you know, he missed most of the second half of the game against LSU last year, but he's healthy, and I don't know if even a healthy Lenore Sellers will be enough to overcome that environment, but you never know if the Gamecocks stop beating themselves. I like their chances of pulling off the upset. And Kevin, I know you're a big New England Patriots fan, being from that part of the country, and the former Patriots coach, Bill Belichick, let's just say he's gotten himself into a mess. We're getting all kinds of reports about their talks going on behind the scenes about buyouts, and that the Bill Belichick era at Chapel Hill as head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels could be coming to a swift end.
We're talking about this because Belichick and North Carolina released a statement last night saying that he's fine. He's planning to coach extensively with North Carolina going forward. The school said there's nothing wrong and everything's going to be fine going forward. So, I mean, everything's hunky-dory in Chapel Hill, and I'm sure they're going to be fine going forward. And Bill Belichick's going to turn everything around and lead this program to prosperity in the very near future. Sure, things have been a little bumpy off to start off his college tenure, but I mean, what do you want from him, Rick? I mean, it's just getting adjusted to a different game a little bit, and it's going to take a little bit of time, and I'm sure things are going to be just fine. Can I say fine a few more times? Because I don't know what else to say. Everything's great. What's the problem?
It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. It seems like when, and you guys are, you know, both happily married, but it seems like when your wife says, you know, you ask her what's wrong, and then she says nothing, and then you ask again, nothing. And but you know something's wrong. So Rick, from your perspective, I mean, when a team puts out a message like that, hey, the coach is with us, we're with the coach, isn't that a little concerning in itself? Because it's like it must be a catastrophic situation if you have to reinforce that. Hey, it's like to your wife, hey, we're still married. Remember?
How many times over the years have we heard management come out and say or put out a statement, hey, the coach has our full support. And then when there's nothing else behind that statement, oh, we know where it's headed. Now, hey, I've never been a big Bill Belichick fan, mainly because of the way he dealt with the media when he was coaching the Patriots. But I feel sad for him because I thought that this year would be kind of rough for him, you know, getting into the college game and dealing with some 18, 19, 20-year-olds. How would he be at recruiting? But I didn't think it would be this bad. Because no matter how you feel about the man, if you're putting together a Mount Rushmore of all the coaches who've ever coached any sport at any level, professional, college, high school, amateur athletics, he would have to be on that Mount Rushmore. 6 Super Bowl titles, but this has been an absolute disaster so far.
So far is the key phrase right there, Rick, because
keep defending the man. Keep having that hope, Kevin.
Confident.
It's over.
It's the Patriots.
It's
the New England Patriots fandom in him.
He has a job.
For now.
He still has the job. He has the full support of the athletics program going forward. It's right there in black and white. I don't know what else you guys. I don't know why we're all laughing about this.
Kevin, is Bill on the hot seat? Is he on the hot seat? Do you think?
Only if he wants to leave of his own volition. Only if Jordan tells him it's time for him to leave Chapel Hill. Other than that, he's going to be there until he decides that he's not going to be.
Hey, when he leaves North Carolina, he should hire you as his PR guy. Because not only is his seat hot, I mean, it's disintegrated. There's nothing left. Yeah, his underwear is getting scorched right now. That's how hot this seat is. Come on, Kev, give it up, man.
It's a good thing he can't hear you because he's got 6 Super Bowl rings plugged in his ears and can't hear.
Oh my gosh! I'm so upset. My phone keeps cutting out during this conversation. I'm only hearing bits and pieces of the highlights. But Kevin, hey, if Palmetto Sports Daily doesn't work out, I think Rick is onto something. That your job is safe with Bill.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back after this. It's all bad.
And welcome back to Palmetto Sports Daily. Here we are in October, and our thoughts are also turning towards basketball. I know the folks in Chapel Hill can't wait for basketball to get underway and get back on the court. Anyway, the Gamecocks, the Gamecock men, they're looking forward to basketball. Yesterday we found out the tip-off times and the networks for all of the SEC games. And last year, the SEC was the strongest conference in the nation. They put 14 of their 16 teams in the big dance, with Florida winning it all. South Carolina, unfortunately, only won 2 conference games. And I had a chance to talk with Gamecock assistant coach Eddie Shannon, who also played in the SEC at Florida. And I asked him, is the SEC finally getting some recognition from a lot of folks about being a pretty good basketball conference now?
Oh, absolutely. And then there's a lot of people that, as they do football now, they try to knock the SEC down and say, if they get beat by some team from another league and, the SEC's not that good. I think you're getting some of that now. But the league last year definitely opened up some doors. I mean, it was historically the greatest conference, in college sports, right? And I think, I'm not saying it'll be as good this year in terms of that, but it'll probably be the best league in the country again. There's great coaches and there are great players in the league, and it's going to be a tough league. Every game is going to be a dogfight.
I always thought the SEC as a basketball conference was underrated, going back to when South Carolina first joined the league because of their physical style of play, which was great for the NCAA tournament. And you looked at SEC teams that have made the SEC tournament, a lot of them put together pretty good runs. Carmine?
Yeah, Rick, and we got the chance at ACC Tip-Off to speak with a young man who transferred out of the SEC after transferring into the SEC, which was RJ Godfrey. He was a Clemson Tiger, made that Elite Eight run with the team a couple seasons ago, transferred to Georgia, didn't like it very much there, came back to Clemson, and he's not only all about the Tigers, he's all about his pet cat. And our Palmetto sports reporter Ella Grogan spoke one-on-one with RJ about those two topics right here.
With RJ Godfrey at the ACC tip-off here in Charlotte. Now, RJ, first and foremost, welcome back. You and Brad have shared a lot about that moment when you guys decided to part ways and you headed to Georgia and the emotion behind that. But I'm curious about the emotions and the feelings when you decided to come back. What was that like in that office?
It was very heartwarming. I think the day I hit the portal, maybe 25 minutes in, Coach Barnell called me. And that was like one of the best and most long conversations I ever had with Coach Barnell. And it was just straight positive energy. He was just, expressing how much he's missed me. And same thing with him. The progression that I made and the jumps that I made when I was there, I missed that. And that was a reason why I wanted to come back. Another is just the guys.
And RJ, a very pressing question to end with here. Everyone talks about having that dog in you. But are you a cat guy? Did I notice cats on your home screen today?
Yes, I have a cat. His name is Derek. I got him. I'll show you a picture. This is my cat. This is my cat Derek, and that's his brother John. That's my brother's cat. But yes, we have my family. We've turned into a cat family. And Derek's he's like my son. I would do anything for Derek, and I love Derek to death. And he means so much to me. He's one of the reasons why I play so hard. It sounds corny, but I think if y'all met Derek, y'all would be like, oh my gosh, like he's more than just a cat to me. So.
What about Derek? I got to have a follow-up here. Why does he give you such inspiration?
I think Derek has, he's opened up my perspective on love. Like, what does love really mean? And I think just taking care of someone like Derek has allowed me just to have more love for things outside of, basketball, outside of, just life. Like, I think just my love and my passion for things have just got on a, all-time, increase because of Derek.
RJ, thank you so much for sharing that with me. For RJ Godfrey, I'm Ella Grogan, Palmetto Sports.
All right, guys. Hey, great reporting by Ella Grogan there, asking a follow-up question on a cat that I'm sure she knew she was going to ask about the Tigers, not necessarily the Cats. But I have to say, guys, as a fellow cat guy myself, it was very refreshing to hear somebody be a proud cat guy and also an elite athlete. I did not, I love my cat Vivica. I did not have that same perspective as far as drawing inspiration, and love and a new perspective on life. But I love that RJ was good expressing that. Rick, your thoughts on those comments, or Kevin, everybody can jump in on this.
Okay, first of all, the cat's name is Derek, and did he say Derek's brother is named John?
Yes.
Did I hear that correctly? Okay.
Yes.
Did he also refer to Derek as someone?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Well, I really don't know where to go with this except, hey, I'm happy that he has Derek in his life because Derek seems to be a source of inspiration and someone that he can love and that loves him. And so I'm sure cat lovers all around, that's going to be their favorite player.
Yes.
And I don't know, can
Yes.
we get Derek an NIL deal or something?
Yes,
Kevin,
we need a meow mix with the Tigers. Meow mix, Kevin. What do you think?
Where did the name come from? Get Ella back on this story.
I don't know.
This is her beat now.
We got to ask more follow-ups. We need more follow-ups. We only had so much time.
I demand to know where the name Derek comes from.
We'll investigate more.
Get RJ on
I
the
just
phone
want to
during
say,
the
if
break.
anybody said this, we'll talk to RJ. If anybody said this about a dog, okay, maybe you say that, wow, they really love their dog, but I can understand. But how about cats? RJ Godfrey standing up for the cat guys out there, and he's a cool cat himself. We'll be right back after this.
Oh.
And welcome back to Palmetto Sports Daily. We talked about how basketball season is right around the corner. So, though, is hockey season. And here in the ECHL in the Low Country, the South Carolina Stingrays getting back to practice for the first time this offseason this afternoon. Start of a new era once again for the Stingrays as David Warsofsky takes over as the head coach of the Rays, the brother of former Stingrays head coach and current San Jose Sharks head coach Ryan Warsofsky. That's also the sixth different head coach the Stingrays have had over the past 8 seasons. So hoping the younger Warsofsky is going to bring a little bit of stability back to this organization over the next couple of years. A lot of young guys being brought into the new roster as well. Warsofsky telling us after practice today that he was excited to get back on the ice.
It was good. It was you've been thinking about it for a long time and going through in your head how it's going to play out, but it was good. I think it's like anything. Once you do the first practice and you do the first video and then meetings and that kind of stuff, it kind of just becomes second nature. So it's good to get started today and keep on this journey.
We're working a lot on passing day one. I think the puck moves faster than we do, so I think we're going to be fast again. We're always competitive, so we're not going to lose that. But it's not too early to tell. I think we're just trying to get used to it.
And Carmine, they're taking to the ice in the upstate as well.
Yeah, they sure are. Kevin, let's pull up this video here. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits, they're hitting the ice just this past weekend for the first time, full practice as a team. And that's good because they're just about a week and a half away, not even, from hitting the ice for real in their first game of the season. And they're led by ECHL legend Chad Costello in his first year as head coach, with only 11 returners to this year's squad. So you got the newcomers and the new head coach, but optimistic about starting this new season.
I mean, it's like the first day of school, but common goal. Everyone's pulling towards the same thing, so get along like we've known each other for years. So it's awesome.
You want to walk that line of getting some new blood in here and some hungry young players, and we have that. And then you have the American League guys that should be coming down here soon. So that will be another fun day to get those guys out there. And then the returners, you know, they missed the playoffs last year. You want those guys that kind of want a second chance at it.
The ECHL, where dreams are made of, and that was true for Chad Costello, an incredibly successful career. Right after the break, we close out this show with potentially another milestone mark for a very successful career from Asia Wilson in the WNBA. Right after this.
And welcome back to Palmetto Sports Daily. We're going to talk some WNBA basketball. Gamecock legend Asia Wilson, she's on the verge of winning her third WNBA championship. Last night in Game 3 of the championship series, she scored 34 points, pulled down 14 rebounds to lead the Las Vegas Aces to victory over the Mercury. They lead the best-of-7 series 3-0. They can wrap it up Friday in Game 4. Carmine. All right. Kevin, are you still with us?
I still.
Well, go ahead, Kevin. Okay, having some technical issues. We'll get those straightened out and see you again tomorrow. This is Palmetto Sports Daily.